Bionicle are Legos, okay? Not great Legos, but they're Legos. It's not a sexual preference.
Welcome back to the All Things Fun Vidcast, Part 2. We're talking about new comics that released today, June 22nd.
I did not see that coming.
2011. See? Sometimes they listen to each other and bad things happen. Alright, let's jump into it. Let's see who wants to go first. Glenn, go for it.
Who, me? I've got Santana 14. It's a shame that this book is not coming back in September.
It's Paul Dini.
Yes. No, not this issue.
Okay, you know, this
But
is
it
the
is
last
tomorrow
time,
on,
I have to say this is the last time I go to the DC Comics website to do my homework. Because half of what I read there this morning turns out to be wrong.
It's still Santana. It's still a cool book. Staying with magic, we've got Brightest Day Aftermath Search for Swamp Thing, featuring the new DCU versions of John Constantine and Swamp Thing. Oh, look, from the ads, we've gone from Zatanna to Hawkman to Zatanna again. Yep, they keep changing that cover. The final issue of Batman and the Outsiders. This is actually a great intro issue. If you pick this up, unlike the Ultimate Spider-Man Death issue,
right?
If you pick this up, you would get a history of the Outsiders and you would go, wow, I want to read this book.
But you can't.
Final issue.
Well, and Batman comes in, there's two factions in the team and they've been battling it out for several issues. Batman comes in to like round them up and say, yo, you're all adults here, get along. And then numbers dwindle and then the team kind of implodes.
Well, it is written by Dan Didio.
Dan Didio.
Then there's
Just roll through it, man.
Justice League 58.
All right.
They're still fighting Eclipso.
Still fighting.
Eclipso. James Robinson really knows how to pull a grounded.
That's what we're going to call it now, right? Pull it grounded.
It's pretty. The words are good. And there's a shock ending. Although I'm not sure how shocking it's going to be because we're all rejiggering
Rejiggering.
in 2 months.
Yeah.
All right.
What you got, Ed, besides a whole pile of stuff?
I got, as everyone knows who watched the show, I have everything that no one else wants. So, let's start with Marvel.
That is still relevant and worth reading.
Well, of course, because I'm talking about it. All right, so first up, Captain America 619. Brubaker's run on Cap continues. Incredible Hulk's Heart of the Monster Part 2, 631. Some Greg Pak goodness. The Carnage miniseries comes to an end. Carnage 505 out this week.
Now, will there be a new #1 in September with Carnage?
Hard to say. Hard to say. Yes, he's a nicer Carnage now. It's a whole new Carnage. Silver Surfer, the end of the Greg Pak Silver Surfer miniseries, 505 is out. Got some Fear Itself crossovers. You got Thunderbolts Fear Itself, double-size special, Thunderbolts 159, holding the line at 499. That's out this week. Iron Man.
Double-sized.
That's right. It's double-sized. 222. And it's got Juggernaut in there, so it can't be all bad. So Iron Man 2.0, which is better known as War Machine, issue number 6, Fear Itself.
So why aren't they putting out a War Machine book? Or are they still cashing in on that movie that wasn't so great?
I think it's a whole Iron Man thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and the 2.0 thing is very now, very techy, very hip.
But you see, if I was a War Machine fan, I wouldn't pick that up.
Maybe there aren't that many of them. Namor, the First Mutant, issue number 11, out this week.
I said if.
I said if. Nice. This is interesting. Mighty Thor, issue number 3, Matt Fraction's Thor, with a little Galactus action going on. That was kind of cool. Talk about some of our mutants and Marvel. We've got the New Mutants Unfinished Business Part 2. This is New Mutants issue number 26 out this week. Wolverine, Aaron's run of Wolverine, issue 11, continues. X-Men Legacy 251, cranking these out. Back to our main story arc, 251. My goodness, my goodness.
And we got to have our pronunciation for the week. What's coming in X-Men?
Schism?
There you go.
Schism. Okay.
Just like to make her say it.
Why?
And then
What am I missing?
it is some bizarre fetish, no doubt. You got Marvel Zombies Christmas Carol, issue number 2, which of course was just an evil thing. It's not really Marvel Zombies, it's just Zombies Christmas Carol. It's a zombie take on Dickens' Christmas Carol.
First issue was actually pretty good.
It was amusing, yeah. I think the big issue there is they called it Marvel Zombies. Oh,
It's not
look at
mine.
that.
That's
right.
Okay, so we have Green Arrow.
Moving on. Must be very important. Right in the middle of the Vidcast.
It's Bendis.
It's Bendis. Stop it.
You
Stop
said
it.
it wasn't bad. You said it wasn't bad.
He's like, why isn't he bad mouthing me this week?
We want more Glenn.
Wait, give him time.
That's right.
Okay.
What do you got?
Oh, should I? Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I was going to throw in so that he could answer his phone.
Yeah.
We've got Green Arrow. This is not J.T. Kroll. This is James Patrick, who will also be on the issue for the next 2 until it rejiggers. I'm not sure if he's out of the forest or not. It starts out he's not in the forest, and then we saw he was in the forest. I think he's out. I think it's like forest
Bring
aftermath.
back the forest.
Forest aftermath. What's going on with the hero? What's going on with the people in his world, and that sort of thing. Although there is an opening sequence that made us all go, oh, involving medical school cadavers and archery practice.
That always goes well together.
Batman.
Like milk and cookies.
Like milk and cookies. Yum. Batman Gates of Gotham, number 2 of 5. This is really fun. I'm really enjoying this.
You think they're laying the groundwork for the Jonah Hex and Gotham book in September?
Possibly. I thought they were trying to clear up some of the history that Grant Morrison gave us when Batman was coming back from the dark side destruction through the time stream, and we were learning all these crazy things about the Wayne family and like eating bats in the cave underneath the manor and stuff like that. I thought this was maybe trying to clean that up a little.
Nobody understands Grant Morrison except Grant Morrison.
I know.
Especially when it comes to Batman.
But this is the 4 families of Gotham and things that they did and laying the groundwork in the city, and it's leading up to this big murder mystery in current timeline, so it's looking at like big mystery with history, and that rhymes. It's interesting. I like it. Go ahead, Ed. You got some more?
Sure. I was just laughing at your rap there. That was very nice. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Vertigo, Fables number 106. This has been a great read, big battle here. Anybody who's following knows what's going on here. It's a great big battle, definitely worth the
Will
trouble.
we still have Vertigo in September?
Vertigo is not related.
Okay.
Yep, it is all on its own course. You've got Kenzer and Company's Knights at the Dinner Table, 175. Yeah, that's always fun. Let's see, Dark Horse, not to be left out, gives us Dark Horse Presents, issue number 2, $7.99, big old anthology comic, lots going on there. It's so crazy today. Wow, phones ringing everywhere. Let's see, we've also got new number 1, Rage, a new vision of the future from the creators of Doom and Quake begins here. So just lots of ugly things that shoot stuff. It looks great.
Does it have a Trent Reznor soundtrack?
It could.
Okay.
I didn't actually open it. Let's see, we've got Conan, Road of Kings, issue number 6, out this week. We've got Star Wars Jedi the Dark Side, issue number 2.
Loving the movie trailer for Conan.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
That's
rocking.
the Red Band trailer, right?
I don't know. Lots of chicks and guys with swords.
Yes, and blood and stuff, right? You must be 17 to watch that particular trailer. Let's see, Suicide Girls. This is pretty cool.
Speaking of Red Band.
Speaking of Red Band. And of course, the Cobra Civil War Cobra issue number 2 from IDW out this week as well. Who else has got stuff?
I've got Secret Avengers Fear Itself, number 14, special spotlight on Valkyrie, written by Nick Spencer. Deadpool
there
is
it is.
still fighting the Hulk, and Deadpool's right here. Mystery Men number 2, one of the best books of Marvel right now. Tim Seeley with Hack and Slash. I got hooked on this from Ant-Man and Wasp. Tim Seeley is really cool. Planet of the Apes from Boom, number 3. Vampirella, this could be our pinup cover for this week, number 7 from Dynamite. Remember the crossover we had with Transformers, Star Trek, and everyone else in IDW?
Yep.
Infestation continues, it never ends, zombies everywhere,
Awesome.
and nothing segues into from zombies better than Disney Pixar Cars, the story from the movie. This is actually very cool. I like this book a lot.
It's physically jarring.
Uh-oh, fingers.
We got a finger.
Fingers.
Okay. Also, about kids stuff, we've got from Kaboom, Disney's DuckTales. Always a lot of fun. And Young Justice.
Origin stories.
Origin stories. They're around the campfire stories, but they're getting ready for their first mission as a team. So it ties in with the cartoon, but it's on a slightly different timeline than the cartoon. Written by Franco and Art Balthazar, the team from Tiny Titans, and Billy Batson and Shazam. Well, they have that.
And Golden Age Flash cameo.
There you go.
Cool.
Also, if you're reading CrossGen Sigil number 4 is out this week. That's all I have.
All right, let's talk about trades real quick. All right, so we've got the Falling Skies trade collection from Dark Horse, tying into the new show that just aired on TNT. Judge Winnick's Red Hood, The Lost Days. That's snickering. NYX Wannabe. This is a new trade from Marvel. Ooh, if you Magic fans, Path of the Planeswalker graphic novel #2.
That's
to the
a
coast.
thick one.
That's a big one.
Big one.
Yeah. Power
What's the name
Girl,
of that?
Judge Winnick Bomb Squad in trade. Black Widow, Name of the Rose. Darkness Origins Volume 3. X Factor, Happenings in Vegas, Stays in Vegas, trade paper. For you X-Men First Class, they did Emma Frost. Now here's Mystique's Ultimate Collection. Her origin story all in here retold. X-Men Second Coming Revelations collected in trade. And of course, in the fun, cool department, you've got your Star Wars
Chopsticks.
torches. They're not chopsticks. You're so confused. Flashlights.
Really big chow mein.
That's right. He is so confused. All right, and if you're in the area, you gotta make sure you're coming out to
Oh,
All
back
Things
to the
Fun.
tracks.
There you go. This Sunday, we're gonna have our used game auction, which will be live on the net, so you can stop at allthingsfun.net/live. In addition to watching this show, you'll be able to watch the entire auction. There you go. Live online. She blinded me.
Did I?
Just like,
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're fine. So that's it for a full list of all the titles as we wait for my site to return. Check us out at allthingsfun.net, and we'll see you next week here on the All Things Fun Vidcast.
And that list will be right.